Hello, this is Peter Thompson. I'm delighted to welcome you to this short video where I'm going to share with you just why there is an opportunity that's recently opened up in the USA, in Canada, in Ireland and here in the United Kingdom. You and I are fully aware from the sheer volume of news coverage what's been going on in business, in banking and in government over the last few years, aren't we? You know, the old rules for life were very clear. You put your trust in your government, you put your trust in the great financial institutions of the world, and you put your trust in your employer. You worked hard for 45 years or so, paid off your mortgage and lived on your pension happily ever after. Well, some people were able to. Now, those old rules have changed, and changed dramatically. Here are the facts. In October 2001, the Enron scandal was revealed, leading to the bankruptcy of the Enron Corporation and the dissolution of Arthur Andersen, one of the 5 largest accountancy partnerships in the world. In September 2008, Lehman Brothers, the 4th largest investment bank in the USA, finally announced its insolvency, the largest bankruptcy ever filed in US history. Stock markets plummeted, terrifying investors and individuals all over the world. And before long, there was a queue of banks, corporations and other institutions running to the White House with their hands stretched out, whining to be part of the bailout. What a pathetic and disgusting display of dishonesty and greed and deceit. But not just in the US, no. In the United Kingdom, in 2008, Northern Rock Bank was nationalised by the British government due to financial problems caused by the subprime mortgage crisis. We've seen the mis-selling of insurance. For example, in 2012, Lloyds TSB announced they'd put aside £3.6 billion to cover the cost of compensating customers who'd been missold payment protection insurance. And it goes on and on. All we know is that you and I and the other members of the general public are going to be the ones to have to pay for these mistakes for years and years and years to come. And all this set against the backdrop of the global scene, where we're seeing problems with countries and governments and currency. Currency, mind you, not money. There's no problem with money. But more of that in a moment. Countries are getting into debt problems and having to instigate austerity measures. Greece, Spain, Ireland, Portugal, even the United Kingdom. There's mounting pressure on business and markets, and more importantly, pressure on people and their finances and their lives. People just like you and me and the people we know. So let's look at money and why this opportunity exists right now. Despite our wish that love makes the world go around, in modern times it's the state of the world's finances that make things work, or stops things working. People's pensions have been decimated, interest rates are at an all-time low, and with recession biting, massive job cuts almost everywhere. So what about money? What actually is it? Well, you and I remember, if only from our school days, that the major currencies of the world were backed by the equivalent amount in gold. Then, on August the 15th, 1971, under the presidency of Richard Nixon, the United States on its own took the US dollar off the gold exchange standard. Simply put, the value of the US dollar had previously been pegged to the price of gold. Now it was allowed to float, and more dollars were printed without being backed by gold. And the same is happening today, as you and I have seen. Not surprisingly, the more currency that is printed, the less it's worth. Britain followed suit by unpegging its currency from gold, and so did the other industrialised nations of the world. This became the norm. So instead of currency being backed by precious metals, they became backed only, and this is so important, they became backed by the promise of governments. Now, I don't know about you, but without being political in any way about it, one of the last promises I'm going to hold any store by is a government promise. Just look what happened between July 1999 and March 2002. The then Chancellor Gordon Brown sold 395 tonnes of Britain's gold reserves for $3.5 billion. That same gold, if we had it today, would be worth $19 billion. Enough to solve many of the problems the United Kingdom economy faces right now. So let's look at money and the difference between money and currency. Money, real money, is not this stuff. It's not bits of paper. Paper is paper. It's the same stuff you read your morning news on, the same stuff you write your letters on, exactly the same stuff you store on a roll in your kitchen and your bathroom, just paper. Its intrinsic value is next to nothing, it's just paper. Money, on the other hand, is real money, gold and silver and precious metals. Think of it like this. You go to a hotel and your room is not ready, so you leave your bags with the porter. He stores them in the luggage room and gives you a ticket so that you can get them back. Your bags are the money. The ticket is just a piece of paper with an implied promise. A promise you'll get your bags back when you want them. The paper, the ticket is the currency, your bags are the money. There's a solid link between the two, isn't there? However, what the governments of the world have done is break the link between your luggage and the receipt, and all you and I have left is currency, the paper. Look what happened in Germany in 1923. The German mark became so devalued because it wasn't pegged to gold that people lit fires with it and papered their walls with it. Why? Because it's only currency, only paper. It's not money. Okay, enough of the history lesson. What about the opportunity I mentioned at the start? Well, those old rules, those external rules, those now proven counterfeit rules of trust in government, institutions and corporations have been broken, damaged beyond repair. No one buys into the lie anymore. But all is not lost. There's still time, because the new rules, the internal rules, the genuine rules, give us a more clearly defined map. And with that clarity, there is no resistance. They show us that real financial security lays within you, not outside of you. And more importantly, it's within easy and simple reach from wherever you are right now. Yes, from wherever you are right now. If you have the right vehicle, with the right opportunity, with the right system, with the right people, at the right time. Wouldn't you just reach out and seize true financial security if you could? You'd just do it, wouldn't you? I mean, who wouldn't? Wouldn't you like to be playing by the new rules? Wouldn't you just love to be master of your own destiny? Wouldn't you just want to have total control of your own financial future? Remember, under the new rules, your true security lies within you, just waiting to be released. Just get back to the friend who gave you the link to this video. They'll show you how.